Got my mic. Damn. Hold on one second. I will be right back. All right, mic check 1, 2. That's better. Let me make sure I have the right mic. Let me make sure I have it on the right setup. Looks good over here. Welcome to live stream Claudia. This is going to be a very, I would say it would be, y'all want to get here in a hurry because I'm not going to be on here too long. Let me go ahead and tell everybody I'm live now. Sorry for not being, on as much as I usually do, but I got a lot going on. Let me make sure I send that out. Okay. Boom. All right. Cut that out. And we're going to get right into it. Today is going to be a really good live stream. I'm going to make it more like a video though. So we'll try to have some, some participation from the panel if somebody comes in. Otherwise, no problem because I'll probably make a video out of this and do some stuff. I think some more interesting stuff with it. Anyway, Tevin's in the house. That's good. Tevin, welcome. We're going to get right into it, Tevin. I'm going to keep the music off for now. Save that for the end of the show. And where am I at? I don't need that. So yeah, we're going to talk about Claudia tonight, or better yet, we're going to talk about the people who are talking about Claudia, in addition to talking about why Claudia is in the situation she's in. So, a lot of people like to talk their little smacks. Let's let them talk their smack. Let's let them talk their smack and let's see where we go from here. Here we go.
And I specifically say Black women because we're usually the backbone of everything. It's hard to do it all by yourself. I've been doing it by myself, but I'm constantly exhausted. To be with Denzel Washington from Training Day, because that was very sexy. He was sexy in that movie. He was a bad boy. You like that? I think it works the old-fashioned way when a man was courting the woman and pursuing her, and it just was a beautiful, I don't know, it was just beautiful. What baby say? Okay, baby, I'll pay your rent, I'll fix your car, I'll buy your clothes, I'll do everything as soon as I get home from work. Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm sure we got ourselves another video. We got a video with Claudia Jordan. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know what Claudia Jordan is actually famous for.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that basically I don't know what this guy's famous for, because basically, believe it or not, I am actually reacting to this Shaq guy, or whoever his name is. So I just saw him on, on my feed one day talking about Claudia Jordan, because I was doing Claudia Jordan to find out what was going on with Claudia Jordan. And he popped up. So it seems like for some reason, the red pill is really going in on her for being single, which is going to be a very interesting ride for us tonight, because I'm going to show you why she's single. And it's going to be from a completely different perspective than what most people have put out there. Here we go.
Just know she's a lady who talks and people want to hear her speak. Do y'all actually know what she's popular for? She went on a shade room. She just said a whole bunch of words, and all the words coming out of her mouth just proved Kevin Samuels right. This man was spot on. He was so accurate. He's like Curry, and without a hand in his face.
So basically, I guess old Shaq is just another Kevin Samuels wannabe, which is funny to me because Kevin Samuels is, like, again, as we've stated many, many times, his own dating history is horrid, to say the least. So for these guys to latch on to a man whose history of dating is horrid. In fact, he's better known for being a man who sleeps around with different women. So for all of these men to latch on to a man with that kind of history, we're not even thinking about Kevin anymore. It's like almost that if you got a man with the mentality of Kevin Samuels walking around, which obviously this guy does because he probably would rather get on his knees for Kevin Samuels than on a single knee to marry somebody. Tells you everything you need to know. But we're going to get right into it. Here we go.
How accurate he was. He's like, oh, Jordan's turnaround shot. Was that shot really that accurate? We about to listen to her explain to this dude who really enjoy crazy looking boots. Talk to him about.
I mean, this guy is super popular. I just noticed he had 417K. I mean, dissing black women is just big business these days, unfortunately. Here we go.
Relationship stuff and dating at her age. She's 50 something. All I'm saying is that
you know what's weird is that when Caucasian women have shows like this, they are not as criticized nearly as much as by their men as black men do black women, which again is basically why I have my channel, because I am just disgusted with the disgusting behavior of a lot of the way that black men treat black women in general. And I think that basically, if you look in the Kevin Samuels generation, that's what I call it now, the Kevin Samuels generation, you will find a generation of men that definitely find it, they get off on insulting black women. No other women, just black women. Here we go.
It was right. But hold up, just hit this video, needs to hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit notification bell. In the comment section, give me a thumbs up or a heart. Just let me know that it's real. But let's waste more time. Let's roll the clip. Oh, you know what that was? Oh, that doo-doo, man.
To kick things off, we'll start here. What are the biggest things you notice, like dating now versus when you first started dating?
I feel like when I first started dating back in the 1900s,
that's cute.
I feel like love wasn't something that people were embarrassed about. You know, even the music was different than movies. And
I can tell you right now, let me tell you something right now. Claudia is a very attractive woman at any age. And if she's in her 50s, that means she's probably going to date a guy or marry a guy in his 60s or 70s. So basically, I think any race of man would have no problem with this woman on his arm. But we are here to find out why she's single. And a lot of black women are single now. And you're going to be not surprised, but very surprised. Here we go.
Back like, damn, I wish this generation could experience like the kind of like, I don't know, I guess you guys would call it like, what do they call it when you like kind of you go out bad for someone? I can't even think of the word. Kind of like being simping, sprung, all that, like all those good R&B songs where the brothers were singing and they was like grasping the air and they was in the rain with the white linen.
The one twin.
Yes, but like that's what the vibe felt like back then. You know, like men would pursue you and it felt like you were being courted and it felt like you were special. It didn't feel like,
she is right. Even back then in the romantic R&B days, even though a lot of these men were faking it, a good example is obviously Brian McKnight. At least the men presented better back then as it refers to at least behaving as if they cared about women. Today, in the Kevin Samuels generation, that's not even true. A perfect example is old Shaq here on the on the screen. This dude to the left here, looking like he's clueless right now. He doesn't even know what love means. He doesn't even know what she's talking about. He has no clue what she's talking about because he never has those feelings. He never has those feelings. He might. A good feeling for him is to brag to his men about some woman he smashed. I can guarantee you that's the good feeling he gets. He doesn't, I guarantee you this man right here, in my opinion, he doesn't have a good feeling with women. He has good feelings about women that he tells men.
Have all these 50-50 conversations, or I'm the prize.
You're talking about when men were simping, because I'm sprung was definitely, she got me doing the dishes.
See, that's what that's what we've gotten to now. Back then, what he doesn't understand or know, she is describing a man who is traditional, who wants a traditional love. Now, obviously, those R&B dudes back then were lying, but at least they were representing a feeling of love, of a woman that they couldn't live without, so on and so forth. As you can see, this man is he's literally trying to, instead of wanting to be attractive to women, Dak here is trying to be attractive to men. I kid you not. I'm not saying he's GAY, but what I'm saying is that he's more concerned with making men happy than he is making women happy. Otherwise, why would you have a channel insulting women all day if you really wanted to make a woman happy? It just wouldn't make sense. That's why when I say red pill dudes are the lowest, I'm telling you, because that's the way they're all built. For them to be in this genre is to be in the genre they're in, to be in the genre that Shaq is in, you literally have to hate women to a certain level. You have to feel nothing for women. You have to have a feeling of either at best being impersonal, like you don't care either way. Otherwise, he'd be out on a date right now, or he'd be with his significant other right now. Very few men. That's why you see very few married men in red pill world, in the world of, again, like I said, the Kevin Samuels generation, because it wouldn't make sense. You have a woman to love. Why would you want to be on a watching or doing a show about disrespecting somebody you love? You can't. It doesn't make sense. It's counterproductive. So let's go back to Claudia. She is telling you about the good old days, just like Kevin Samuels was telling men about the good old days back in the 50s when men could beat up on women and there would be no issue. It's the same thing, but she's reminiscing over love, while men in this genre are reminiscing over control. That's what's going down. UK says this: women today are not traditional, but want traditional men. The nerves of these women. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. The funny thing is that women today can't afford to be traditional because there are no, UK, stay around. You're going to find out what I mean. But basically the bottom line is this is what you just said is counterproductive. And the reason why is because why would a woman want to be traditional, get walked over millions of times by men, like Kevin Samuels, maybe like you, maybe, and definitely like Dak out here or Shaq. And why would a woman want to be walked over by a man that doesn't really, let's face it now, UK, men don't care about a woman being traditional or not. The Passport Bros is a perfect example. They want control. If traditional means control of a woman, yes. That's what you want. You want control. Here we go.
You talking about that part, the T-Pain song? So you want men to go back to just simping at a high rate, even though I ain't gonna lie to you, she's talking about the YouTube thing. This is not big. The thing is not huge.
And it's just like, it felt like a good reason to get butterflies. Now I just feel like with so much access, maybe I hate to sound cliche and blame social media, but yeah, social media. I mean,
okay,
humans are on the menu. You can just go find someone in any city you want, and I can reach out to a celebrity that I may have never encountered in real life. You can reach out to whoever. So it makes the person in your face maybe be less special to you. I don't know what it is, but it's just like been the perfect storm of.
Well, it's pretty much this. They're not special. They're no longer special to you, which is the right feeling to have when you're not special to them. And as you can see with, Shaq's, funny look on his face, it's clear that he can care less. See, the thing is there's some things you have to have built in your soul to be able to feel certain things. Men today don't feel this. They feel men feel things. We feel things, but especially the younger men, they don't feel love anymore. They feel control or need. And that's the problem. And I'm about to prove that here in a moment. Let me move forward. Here we go.
Negativity, and I feel like I hate that love seems to be going by the wayside. And I felt like more sparks back then. I'm just not inspired now.
Okay,
honestly, I'm not.
Yes, because back then I remember back then growing up, we used to.
Oh, buddy, stop doing that with your hands. Who is this?
Yeah, okay, I'll stop it right there. Yep. Oh, UK putting it in there. Okay, let's see what we got here. Passport brothers go to countries where women are traditional because. Sorry about that, UK. Man, UK. Okay, let me finish what you're saying first. Because women are traditional because in the West, women are feminists, which teaches women that being submissive is slavery. Ooh, man, you got me laughing already so hard. I'm crying, man. I gotta wipe my eyes, my man. Shoot, you got me wiping my eyes. Okay, UK. You know that's not true. I know you see what's going on in the Passport Bro system right now, which is just a subsidiary of Red Pill, by the way. So if you're calling submissive women either little girls or women of the night, and that's what Passport Bros are, then we are in agreement. We agree. We agree. If you're calling, the pros that Passport Bros engage in, or the Floyd type opportunities, then yeah, I clearly see that's traditional. Traditional pedography and traditional tricking. Yeah, I see that. That I do see. New Dawn in the house. New Dawn says this. They aren't marrying those women. Bars. New Dawn, thank you for being here. I mean, your point was more of an elegant way of me what I was just trying to say. They ain't y'all bro, come on now. Passport Bros, you're not marrying women. You don't even want to be in relationships with women. So why would you care whether the women were traditional or not? Unless your view of traditional is what I just explained before, which is not really traditional. Heaven goes, like they are treating those women better. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And unfortunately, I'll probably do it maybe once or twice a month. I'll update everybody on how Passport Bros treat women, period. But let's keep it going. Here we go.
If you find that good person, like a lot of times we wait, well, it's not the right time. It's not going to be like the right time. I would say go for it more. I wish I would have told.
Let me keep going. Let me go to street media. Street media By the way, this one young lady's name is Fumi, but I'm going to work with her on another day. Let's go with this one right
They
here.
were alive. Listen, I think he has some very valid points. I think people are very unrealistic about relationships. I do. I think a lot of
White
women
dude didn't know who Claudia Jordan is, but she's all over like a main TV station. That just shows you how simple these red pill men can be. Here we go.
and a lot of men are. It's not a woman thing and it's not a man thing. But he just so happened to pop when he started coming for black women, because he did start off being negative towards black men, and people weren't really trying to hear that. Brothers weren't trying to hear about themselves, but what they were trying to hear about was how it's the women's fault.
Interesting.
Right. Exactly. So Claudia Jordan obviously is a Fox Soul, personality, which is a lot bigger than being on YouTube. Sorry. I mean, she may not be there now, but she was there at the time. So UK's coming at me again. Okay, DJ George, many men may as well hire a pro. They do hire pros. That includes Kevin Samuels, by the way. And I'll get to that in a minute, because women are saying that men should pay for them to put makeup and cash app them for, that's not really, I think you're talking about a one-off here and there. Obviously there are women. Oh, you know something? I have a perfect example of that too. Selena Powell, I got in the mix too. Funny thing is, she's not black, but she does exactly what you're complaining about. But you know what's funny? I don't hear y'all complaining about her at all. Here we go.
So then he blew up, and then our dumb went and supported him. You know what I mean? And then he made, I heard, like up to $3 million off of his YouTube and all that from said black women.
The black community a lot of times is full
Yeah. So basically, bottom line is this. As you can see, and I did this by accident, by the way. I didn't know these guys were like, basically bending their knees for Kevin Samuels, but apparently they are. So listen to what street media is going to tell you. Here we go.
of excuses and lack of accountability. The expectations are very low. The bar is very low. And when Kevin Samuels was alive, he gained a large audience and talking to the black community, right? At one time,
basically he was talking to women, but let's keep it going. Here we go.
Talking to black men, and he was trying to get black men together. A lot of black men didn't like it, right? He didn't blow up, right? And then at some point, he started to talk to women and hold women accountable. And
he wasn't holding women accountable. He was literally speaking as if he hated them. He was speaking to them with abusive language. That's why the black men started loving Kevin Samuels.
A lot of women was very upset because he was telling them the truth in their face.
How do you hold somebody accountable that's more accountable for things than you are? Because generally, if you were to measure black women versus black men as far as being accountable, black women are more accountable. Black women are at the very least just as employed. They are one third. They have 1/3 amount of people in jail at least. Maybe it's more like 1/10. It might be 1/10 the amount of people the representatives that go to jail, that go to prison. And black men are really neck and neck with black women now when it comes to unemployment. So where's the accountability part? What is the accountability thing for? Why is black men holding black women accountable when we need to hold each other accountable? Because to me, it looks like we got a long ways to go, fellas. I mean, come on. I mean, it's like this. Until we establish safe neighborhoods, until we establish a location where a young lady and her kids can walk safely, we're not being accountable. You guys are literally cheering and hoping that men like Diddy and YM Gay, whatever, Melly and all them other people get out of jail scot-free for abusing people. I don't get it. So how you're not even holding those men. You're not even holding the most obvious and egregious situations that men have been in. You're not even holding those men to be accountable. So why would you hold a woman accountable? You want to say, oh yeah, she put on some lashes. Oh yeah, so look, she's you know, she's thotting it up or whatever. Oh yeah, she's look her, she's twerking. Dudes, listen to me. There are more men out there causing crimes than there are women twerking. Against each other, against women in our own community. So until we get our numbers down, why are you even worried about women at all? Really? I mean, seriously, think about it. Why are you even worried about women at all when we're barely where we need to be? Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Dealt with emotions and not logic, right? And he said all the time, I'm talking to the black community. Now, there was thousands of women at some point that started to show up, and his channel just exploded. But you had a lot of black women that was disrespecting other black women. That was actually the thousands.
Yeah, of course. Yep. There are black women that are disrespecting black women. And actually, I got some on the show tomorrow, but I can name some off right now. Chantel Simone. We have, what's her name? What is her? The security boss. We still got who's out there? I wonder if Melanie King is still out there doing that. I think she changed her thing, so I'm just gonna leave that alone. But yeah, we got what is it? Just girl talk is out there. Ironically, it ain't girl talk, it's dude talk. But let's keep it going. So yeah, there are black women out there disrespecting other black women, but in most cases, it's going to be either pick-me's or it's going to be red pill black women disrespecting black women. The problem is that black men, we are in no position to really disrespect black women. We are really not in a position. When you tell me that black women are the ones breaking into each other's cars or getting into all these fights and stuff or thotting it up, black men out-thought black women. Let me repeat this. Black men out-thought black women, and I don't mean THOUT. I mean OUGHT. I don't mean that. I mean THOT. Black men out-thought black women by 3 times. We are not in a place to tell how a woman should act. We are not there. Let me keep it going. Here we go.
Black women that was supporting him. They was calling him all kinds of names, and the sisterhood was divided, right? But now, since Kevin Samuels has passed away for the last going on 4 years now.
Yeah, sir, why don't you tell us how that happened? Tell us how his demise happened. That's what I want to hear. How did he end up a man who literally shamed women for their condition or shape? Big Shirley'd women. Shamed Eartha Kitt. Literally, ironically, and hypocritically passed away because of his own health. That right there should have waked you fools up, and it did not. New Dawn says they are complaining about money for dates and makeup because womanizing is no longer cheap. When you focus on being loyal husbands, you'll keep your money in your pocket. Bars. Here we go.
There's a lot of older women now using his same talking points. They are. They're all over the place. Older women, yes.
Security boss, for one. And notice the thing, what I've noticed this too, is the men that use the Kevin Samuels theory are usually lesser. There's something simple about them. There's something that lends them to feel like they are not desired men. A man who feels desired They're not listening to Kevin Samuels. They don't need Kevin Samuels. So there's this man right here. He doesn't know. I didn't know who Street Media was a Kevin Samuels dude. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Street Media is a Kevin Samuels dude. I wouldn't know it. But now you look, he's not the best looking guy in the world. I mean, he's not ugly, but he's not the best looking guy in the world. But he has nothing outstanding about him that would attract a woman to him. Not the ones he wants. And that's his problem. Let's listen to him a little bit more and then we'll move forward.
On shows, asking women what's their weight, what's their age.
Right. By the way, asking a woman her weight used to be an insult back in the day. And as you can see, he's talking about how Kevin Samuels is shaming women. But he literally passed away because he wasn't in shape. I mean, he wasn't overweight like the majority of the men that are in his channel, but he still wasn't in good shape.
All the things that Kevin Samuels used to ask about how to acquire these women how to acquire a man. You got these same women.
No, he said it right. How these men were trying to acquire women. Kevin Samuels wasn't meant about marriage. Again, I don't know why. Kevin Samuels, I want somebody to show me how Kevin Samuels was successful with women that he didn't have to pay for. Let's listen to a little bit of Kevin Samuels here, but just for right now, UK says, DJ Church, do you know that a lot of black women are involved in a lot of crime compared to the 1940s? Oh man, you did it to me again, bro. Bro, look, it's no longer the 40s, 50s, or 60s. I hate to tell you this, bro. I don't know where you get these arguments from, but let me tell you something. This is 2025. And right now, black women commit only maybe 10% of the crimes black men do. But you want to hold black women accountable. Good point. 2026. Holy shit. Thank you. You know what I mean, though. It's 2026, bro. You got that right. As I said before, UK, as soon as our numbers drop, I'll be, hey, we can, when our numbers drop below, when our negative, let's call it our negative numbers or stats drop below women, then we can maybe, just maybe consider, holding women accountable. But right now, hell no. This is what Kevin Samuels was about, y'all. Here we go.
This is the untold truth about Kevin Samuels. You can look this up for yourself. I'm going to blow this up for y'all. All right, and here we go.
Start this video, I just want to say, I'm not going to act like I found this information by myself. I was watching King AK-47 last night. So that's where I found this information from. He's brought a lot of information to the table. I like French tips. French tips.
Okay, so he's talking about the woman's nails, apparently.
I give you your flowers.
And I do have to point this out. If you've ever dealt with a Pisces, which he's a Pisces male, they are very much into hygiene. They're very much into beautiful women. They like a woman that's very well manicured. Usually they present themselves as a way, they're very well dressed. Okay, and I'm just telling you what I've experienced dealing with Pisces men. Yeah, so they like their woman to look nice. So just listen to this.
I like French tips. Friend tips. I'll keep you the friend tips because if you mind. Oh yeah. By the way, I'm taking applications for 1099 girlfriend.
Okay, do you know what a 1099 girlfriend is, ladies and gentlemen? If you do, put it in the chat. Tell me what you think a 1099 girlfriend is. This is very important because this goes all the way from red pill to passports. The 1099 girlfriend. Let me tell you what a 1099 girlfriend is. It's a very fancy way of saying a 304, a pro. That's what a 1099 girlfriend is, and Kevin Samuels specialized in 1099 girlfriends. Let's keep this going.
All right, y'all. He said he is taking applications for 1099 girlfriends. So when I heard that, you know what came to my mind was this Alcantara, this BSN RN nurse that flew all the way from Dallas, ding, 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 Dallas again, to Atlanta. She was flued out, if you will. She flew herself over there with him. Mm-hmm. Now, was she a 1099 girlfriend, you all? Because apparently she didn't know him that well, and she was an alleged fiance. That's the story that they are telling us, which we're not buying it. We're not falling for it. Kevin Samuels strikes me as the type that like to keep a lot of nice looking women around him to make him look good, to make it look to the appearance of to the outside world as if he just has these women around him. Right. But you just heard him say that he likes French tips and a 1099 girlfriend.
So basically it's like this. If you really are attractive to women, you don't have to fly them out. You don't have to pay them a 1099 monthly fee to be around you. In fact, if the women care about you enough, they will feel insulted if you did. So that's about as truthful as I can get to show you the type of person that Kevin Samuels was. And that's not the problem. The problem is that you guys looked up to this man like he was a god. And all he was doing was paying for his pleasures. Let's put it that way. Let me play a little bit more, and then we're going to keep going.
Because if you mind. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm taking applications for 1099 girlfriend. I'm looking for 3 to 6 month contracts with a 3 to 6 month re-up. So
3 to 6 month contract, y'all, with a re-up program. So why do you think Miss Alcantara was over there?
So 99 girlfriend, I'm looking for 3 to 6 month contracts with a 3 to 6 month re-up. So that's at least a 6 to a 12 month contract. If you interested, flag on the plate. Then my 1099 girlfriend, I'm looking for 2, maybe 3. You don't have to live in Atlanta.
So Alcantara did not live in Atlanta. He didn't care where you live. Listen to what he's about to say next.
Maybe 3.
You're looking for 2 to 3 girlfriends in Atlanta. Is that at one time, allegedly, or singular?
You don't have to live in Atlanta.
I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like somebody who's not desperate to me. The funny thing is that these men in the manosphere are trying to paint Claudia as desperate, even though they've heard all of this come out of Mr. Samuel's mouth. Literally, he has to pay for women to fly to him for companionship. That's pretty bad. If you ask me, that's really bad. That's pitiful. So the King Samuels has to fly women out there. He has to pay for women. He's telling you a 1099 is a financial agreement. It's a document that establishes a financial agreement. and he's your king? For real. For real. And you want to diss Claudia. You want to diss Claudia.
There are more single men without kids than there are single women without kids. Yet the narrative online would make it seem like it's men out here that got kids, and it's hard to find a man who don't have baby moms. No, it's actually more in reverse. I always say the loneliest person is a single man.
In what universe?
In general, there are much
No. Well, let's see what he's gonna say.
more lonely men. And the loneliest person is a single man, not a single woman. Because again, if that single woman tomorrow decides, I want a man's attention, she can do a few things to make it happen ASAP. I don't care who she is. That man does not have those same avenues.
And you saying they're not getting no.
So there you go, folks. There you go. But you want to try to make Claudia sound like she's lonely. All right, Miss RV up in the house. Miss RV's like, whatever. If you're the fucking. Oh man. Okay, let's keep this going. But hey, look, Miss RV, let's let them get it all out. Let them get it all out. Let them get it all out. Here we go. Okay, so basically this man right here on the screen is telling you that, look, single women are happier than single men are, which is strange because, again, damn, this dude has me crying. Anyway, he's telling you this guy's kind of like a therapist or whatever he is, So let me break this down like this. It's time for me to show you reasons why Black women are single. It's about time for me to do that. Now, I just showed you the Kevin Samuels clip. That was a start. Let me start off with some of the guys that Claudia was actually, in a relationship with, like Genuine.
Genuine's love life has been as smooth and unpredictable as his R&B hits. In the late 90s,
Unpredictable. That's a way of putting it.
he was linked to model Ms. Jones, setting the stage for his heartthrob reputation. Then came the rumors with Aaliyah in 1997, two rising stars, their chemistry undeniable, though never officially confirmed. That same year, he had a brief spark with Claudia Jordan.
Oh, there's Claudia. See, there's Claudia. With a high value man, as you guys would put it, right? High value man, right? Well, guess what this guy, high value man has? 9 kids. And unfortunately, I heard his concerts aren't that great anymore, but he's got 9 kids with 5 women. At least.
Adding a little reality TV flair to his dating history. He was also reportedly involved with actress Lisa Ray McCoy, but it was rapper Soleil who captured his heart for real. They met in 1999, married in 2003, and had 2 daughters, Story and Dream. Their union lasted over a decade before ending in divorce in 2015.
I wonder why they ended it in divorce. Let's find out. Why did Genuine get divorced? Why did Genuine get divorced? Come on. Infidelity. Infidelity. I.e., I guess he was a hoe. So, but I mean, I'm sure you guys respect Genuine, right?
But the story didn't end there. In 2018, Genuine charmed British reality star Ashley James on Celebrity Big Brother, giving fans one more glimpse into his romantic life.
cheating on women is not really that romantic, to be honest with you. So, Claudia, you can't blame Claudia for that. I mean, I guess she should have chose better, right? You know, I guess she shouldn't have chose Genuine, even though 90% of black women would choose Genuine. Let's see what else we got here. I mean, let's see what this is.
Oh, damn!
Oh, wow. See, he tried to beat up that woman. Oh, yeah, she dated Jamie Foxx. Let's see how good Jamie Foxx is with women.
Does a more private celebrity couple exist than Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes? This download duo kept their romance under such tight wraps that no one even knows when they started dating. But now, it all appears to be over. Here's our best guess as to why Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes broke up. News of Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes' breakup didn't hit until Foxx was spotted holding hands with another woman. Pals.
Okay, I guess we can see that. That's not a good start right there. I mean, let's move on. Yeah, Jamie Foxx is a great womanizer, by the way. That was his history back in the day, because he's in my age group. So yeah, and I guess he couldn't stop. So let's see what kind of let's see what's going on here. Now, the funny thing is that I see all these women dissing, and disrespecting, Claudia, like this woman right here.
What do you wish someone had told you about dating like in your 40s and 50s back then?
You think that when you're ready to settle down, that there's always going to be a lot of supply on the shelves, and it's not. Like at this age, a lot of the good guys are married or taken because they're good guys. And I was having a conversation with a girlfriend of mine the other day, and I'm like, well, your best bet.
You mean simps? That's what they want to call them these days.
And now is maybe someone that a good man that maybe is coming out of a marriage, getting a divorce. So, I think in our youth, and I would like people to know this, when they're younger, we think, oh, there's always going to be an endless supply. I can wait till tomorrow. Don't put off your happiness waiting. If you find that good person, like a lot of times we wait, well, it's not the right time. It's never going to be like the right time. I would say go for it more. I wish I would have told someone told me just go for it. I probably have overlooked a good candidate before,
Why is that though?
Me thinking the timing.
I think basically this is the problem that black women have. I can tell you what the problem is. And the reason why I can tell you this aspect, this little part, is because it's numeric. Number one, you're outnumbering black men in general. And number two, as you can see, the Kevin Samuels generation, being loyal and being real is not exactly what they're about. So your odds on finding a good man have I wouldn't say they're any worse than it was in the past, because I think they just men in the past pretended better back in the past. But you're looking at a generation of men that are basically more closer emotionally. And I mean emotionally, I mean when it comes to love and kindness and intimacy, they're closer to other men. They want intimacy, love, relationships with other men. And they just want to come to you when they want to do the do. That's how they want to work this.
Timing thing, maybe prioritizing career. I definitely was always like work. I never thought I had enough cushion built up to like.
She did the best she can. She has a list of almost 15 high value men, but there's nothing you can do when you deal with dudes like this.
Offset just got exposed in the wildest way possible after Selena Powell dropped a video of him sleeping right next to her. This situation is absolute chaos.
Okay, this is how bad it is. So I guess you could say Offset is let's just call him a high earner, because we really don't know I mean, he was pretty much freeloading off of Cardi B. I don't know when the last time he made a track, and that was pop enough to give him some real cash. But let's keep it going. Here we go.
Chaos, considering he is already deep in the middle of a messy divorce with Cardi B. Selena took to Instagram to share a
That's why he's in the middle of a divorce with Cardi B. It's because he couldn't control his urges.
Where she is holding the camera above the rapper while he is completely knocked out. She is seen smiling.
Let me show you exactly what that is. Here we go. Wait, let me hold that. Wait, let me bring that down. Here we go. Yeah, that's Offset. See, ladies, you don't have a chance when you have to deal with men like this. I mean, he literally chose a woman that they call a 304 over his own wife. Let me play that again. And a snitching 304 at that. And you guys want to blame black women. I don't get how do you fucking do that? I don't how do you do that? See, the problem you have is like you're probably saying, well, he's not with Cardi B or anymore. This is what he was doing while he was with Cardi B. That's the problem. So let's bring this all the way back over here to Claudia. If Claudia had to deal with men like this, no wonder she's single. Let me play this one more time. I got to play this one more time before we move forward. Yeah. Look. He just got him some. He got him some from some people that everybody else got something from. Like Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg was there. See, y'all didn't talk about this on your channels, did you? You didn't talk about how Snoop Dogg cheated multiple times with different women, including Selena Powell, on his own wife. So, where would you want to be with the cheat? Where would you want to be? Do you really feel, why should a woman put up with infidelity all day, every day, like Snoop Dogg's wife does, okay, compared to being single? Yeah, Snoop Dogg is a serial cheater. I mean, to me, it's like this. If a black woman would have slept with the dude who sleeps around, you would have called her a 304. So what are you going to call Snoop, who sleeps with the woman who sleeps around? She slept with all these dudes here.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy, Kai, the culture god. And we got DJ Academics. He's reacting to Selena Powell exposing Offset. And we can kind of get some answers from this whole situation. And before we get into it, a lot of y'all aren't subscribed to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it, right? So Offset just got exposed by the infamous 304, Selena Powell. And everybody's wondering, how did this happen, right? You would think that he knew better than to be with this chick after they had a whole pregnancy scandal when he was married to Cardi B. So
yep. See, that's why Cardi B doesn't want to F with him anymore. Don says it like this, Torch. They just want to cheat in peace, and their woman has no ability to leave. Just like Granddad did. Yep, you absolutely nailed it. Miss RV says, poor little Dusty, no one wants you spewing red pill rubbish. Are you guys still going at it in the chat? Let me get. Here we go. Let me take this down. For some reason, I don't know why, but the whole screen be taken up with the whole screen is taken up when I put a message up on there. That's kind of cool though. Here we go. Yeah, so old high value Offset, high value Offset. Here we go.
So check out DJ Academic's reaction, and he's pretty shocked by this whole situation, and he's like, why would you even be with her? And the funniest thing is that this was DJ Academic's girl at one point, right? So everybody's saying
she's been everybody's girl. I mean, it's her life. She can do whatever she wants. But the funny thing is that she gets less grief for being everybody's girl than Claudia does for being single. I don't see any of these red pill people have you seen them diss Selena Powell? I haven't seen it, whether it's red pill men or women. These so-called high value men are lining up for this woman. She's about, and that's the funny thing is that it was the same thing with Kim Kardashian. So you see these men have a double standard. I wonder what it is. Miss Alto in the house. Miss Alto, it's good seeing you. Yeah. Yeah, they have so-called high-value men, even though this one is they got some legal issues, old academic, being a bandit. Let's keep it going.
How could you get with her, but yet everybody's been with her, right?
Right.
This video, I was shocked because the number one celebrity, when we think about this rise to exposing people, this and third, who should be the most, not saying disgusted, but he should want to stay the furthest away from Selena, is Offset.
Well, nigga, you were with her too. What the fuck? You and your scummy self, and you probably cheated. And we heard, remember, you were like buying her a G-Wagon or something. I don't know, something like that. How is that? You shaming Offset for doing the same thing you did is freaking amazing. It really is. Here we go.
There was a time that when Offset just got with Cardi B, Selena Powell claimed she was pregnant for Offset. She claimed
you cheated with somebody with Selena too. What's the difference? This is funny to me.
That Offset was fucking her consistently to the point that Cardi B hated Selena.
So, fellas, are you just dissing Claudia? Now you see why Claudia's single. She blamed herself, which is really deep of her to do that. But quite honestly, come on, let's face it. Y'all wanted to live that Kevin Samuels, lifestyle. Cheat in peace. And you got it. If you want, to me, it's like this. I think you're a punk for cheating, but that's your life. But don't turn around and blame black women because you either got caught or some woman didn't want to put up with your shit. Then Cardi B got lucky again. Check this out.
I seen something talking about Cardi moves out of house or something. I guess the other got some more kids on the way. The other got some more babies on the way, I guess.
He has some more. This is Stefan Diggs. She got out of the pan into the fire. Cardi B, out of the pan into the fire. Went from one male hoe to another. Literally. I mean, literally. You can't describe them any other way. Let's play some more.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy, the Answer Man. Word on the street, Stephon Diggs, man, can't put it away. He got 2 more on the way. Cardi got enough problems, but then Offset wildin'. Now Selena Powell, y'all know Selena Powell, wants to air him out. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Let's get to the content.
She was fake pregnant by Offset, wasn't she?
I don't remember who it was.
That's who. That's how her and Cardi got into it.
I mean,
the big one that had her.
how do you even keep up with it? These are the type of men that, these are the type of men that Claudia had, options to, just like the same type of men that Cardi B had options to. If this is what Claudia is single now because she devoted her whole dating and love life to black men. Can she second guess? Maybe I shouldn't have dated this guy or that guy. The bottom line is that she dated enough men that if those men had the right mindset, she would be married right now. Because women love to be married. They do.
Let's be real, y'all. That chef was serving more than just food to Stephon Diggs.
Facts.
If y'all saw those messages, you would see that she said, "and I'm out your life." Employees don't quit that way. Situationships do. Never forget the Vikings locker room all said that they would not let Stephon Diggs date their sister. They all said this without hesitation. They saw some things. As a man who has a known record of being a lustful man, why are you hiring a chef with the BBL? I'm not saying
Right.
BBL chefs don't deserve an opportunity, but I'm saying, why did you hire one?
I'll let y'all get into it.
Let me pause that right there because that's the important part I wanted you to see. Is that basically, let's think about it like this. Face it, guys. You chose lust over love. And that's why black women are single, because they're not buying what you're selling. They're not buying infidelity anymore. They're not buying it. They're just tired of it. That's why when Kevin Samuels was talking about, oh yeah, back in the 50s, yeah, back then women were forced to be married. Now that they have an option, fuck that. I mean, why be married to somebody who's just going to put you really, when you think about it, a married woman these days with these types of men, they're probably under more peril than if they were single. Oh no, Torch, no, we protect and provide. Protect what? And provide what? What do you protect? Protect it. You can't protect somebody when you're not even protected, when you go out there and you make somebody pregnant like Stephon Diggs just did. And what are you providing? What? Heartache? Look at this shit. And he putting hands on the girl too?
It's really, it could be something that's really devastating, honestly.
It's kind of a bummer because he's a very important part of the Patriots offense.
And this is another thing. It's like, damn, dude, all you needed was Cardi B and football. That's enough. That's really all that much time you should have for yourself. Maybe a couple nights out with the guys here and there. This dude had to go hoe out. He literally had to go hoe out. He went full hoe. And it's funny because you guys always talk about men being simps, married men being simps. These men are simps to hoes. Look at this. Look, check this out. This man is literally simping for a woman probably has some other man's DNA in her right now. You know, and he's high value. What, you got to be kidding me. For real, really. I mean, think about it. I mean, and it's not enough that she a hoe, but she's a snitchy hoe too. And hey, look, I'm just, the reason why I'm calling Selena a hoe is because she, number one, she probably answers to it. And number two, that's basically what she does. And three, it's like, I'm trying to make you guys understand that why Claudia is single. Because if your mindset is like Offset's, how are you going to be married to somebody who just wants a loyal man? You can't even be loyal. For real. I mean, really, could you really be loyal? I mean, that's one thing you dudes have to ask each other. I don't think you can. I think if somebody put like the only way you're going to be loyal is like, there's only one woman on earth. Some of you just built that way. You're just, here's another dude right here. Let me pause that, bring it forward.
Hey, I am here and welcome to the
channel. Leangela Ho Ball is in the house. This is a value you have to bring women, which is pain. You can't say you're a high value man, at least in the dating perspective, and then cheat on a woman. You're not a high value man. It doesn't work like that. Sorry. Old kitten in heels told you all wrong. That's not how it works. High value, low morals, or whatever. Let's
channel as you come, and please smash that like button. So today I wanted to discuss the situation that is going on with LeAngelo Ball and Nikki Baby. Now, my favorite franchise of love and hip hop was the Hollywood franchise, which Nikki Baby was on, and I enjoyed her on the show. So she has been with a basketball player by the name of LeAngelo, and they have two
LeAngelo Ho Ball. And you wonder why a woman with integrity like Claudia is single. Oh, she was with let's break it down right here. Let's end the show right here. Let's with this.
Give me, okay, hey, let's go somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Let's
told you
keep it
I've been
real.
watching.
I haven't done a Kendra G show for a minute. So we're gonna do half of it. If you want to see the whole show, because I ain't playing no 37 minutes of Kendra G, that's for sure. You have to go over to her channel, but let's check it out. Here we go.
For a while, and I saw some people in the comments saying I was begging for some money. I didn't even know you gave away money, and I ain't asking for no money. I don't want no money. I come on your show to talk about dating, and because that's what you do, Kendra. Like, this is what you do. So,
but why didn't you? I mean, I totally missed that part, but then someone posted the video. And what's so interesting is, I mean, you look pretty tonight. I really want you to receive that you do not look bad with your real hair. Like, you have beautiful length hair. It seems healthy. So yes, you're in, like you look like a wig and lashes, and that's good. But please don't walk away from your natural beauty, because you are
I believe what happened is this: is she was on her show before, and of course, the male hyenas in the in the chat were giving her a bad time. You know how these red pill dudes are, and because of the way she looked. And that's the funny thing, unless I'm telling you, men like the way men look more than they do women.
Really pretty. I'm gonna always stand by that. And what's so funny is when they reminded me of your first video, I told you that in the first video because you had a half a wig on and you were like, you took your wig off in the middle of the interview. And I was like, but you have pretty hair. So what are we doing here?
And I'll still take it off in the middle of the interview. So
Okay.
it's not night and day. It's
All right.
Right now.
Okay, so I didn't reach out to you about Dr. Des coming on the show tonight. How did you find out?
Because I follow you. I like
you
and
saw it.
subscribe. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to her channel because I do. I've been watching you for years, Kendra. Probably like, I don't know how long you've been doing this, like 4 or 5 years.
Okay, so you saw the post and you were like, I'm gonna definitely come on.
Yes.
Okay, we must be on the same synergy because we're in the same color.
Okay, it's giving Kendra G
So
single.
obviously you just heard everything he had to say. I did make him aware you were in the back room. He did not want to talk to you directly. I did make him aware I will still give you the opportunity to respond and say whatever you had to say. So this is your moment. And do you want to refute anything he said? What do you want to say to us tonight?
He was really nice. We had a great time. But I mean, everything was good, but he wanted to have sex. And I was so appalled because I was just like, you know.
This is see what I mean? This is how you guys act. On a first date. I mean, damn.
I did have a good time. No, I did not have sex with him. But I just thought it was just kind of crazy, like how he just took all his clothes off, right?
Wait, where was he at to take all his, he was in his house?
No, he was out here and he had a hotel, all because he wanted to have sex. And I'm like, no. So then I was like, you know what? Give me some money. Oh, he didn't want to give me no money. He didn't want to give me no money.
How much money would have allowed you to have sex with him? How much money were you seeking?
I told him give me $2,000. That's what I told him. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for allowing me to come in the show after him, you know, being that this is, you know, his night or whatever. I also want to say that I did not come for any defamation or anything of that nature.
Defamation, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah, see, I'm not even into that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I didn't mean to like try to make him feel some type of way or anything. So yeah, that part.
So was it a lie about you saying you went to his hotel room?
It's crazy because, I mean, obviously he feels like I'm trying to bash him or something, but I'm not. Like he said, we had a great time. He told the truth, but he didn't tell the whole truth. And that's okay. You know, I understand you have to protect yourself in this world. You know what I mean? And especially on the internet. But
so is it a lie when you said you went to his hotel room?
I did go to his hotel room.
Okay.
I went inside. He got in the shower. He got naked. And I don't have no.
And you're blaming black women when you guys can't even act right on a first date. For real, fellas? I mean, see, the thing is, that's why I wanted to bring in Kendra G, a slice of Kendra G show, because she keeps it real over there. And compare that with what Claudia's going through. I mean, you can see the same thing going on where these dudes, even whether you keep it real in Kendra G's show or whether you're here talking about Claudia, who dated some of the most famous high value men, in the United States. Don't ask me what she was doing. Wait, let me see some. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. 1 second, y'all. Claudia even gave Benzino a chance. I mean, and y'all see what happened with Benzino. I'm going to see if I have him in the mix here. Hold on. I can bring him up right now. Hold on. Hold on. I want to show you what Benzino's about. She gave him a chance. You know? So you guys always want chances, right? You guys always want chances. Well, Claudia gave this dude a chance.
Sheriff's office eviction. Sheriff's office. Step up. Step up.
We're gonna clear the house. We're gonna clear the house.
Okay, so he even tried to date him. Oh, Benzino.
Office eviction.
Yeah, high value man. How do you get evicted in your high value man? Act natural under pressure in the house. Good seeing you. UK in the house. New Dawn in the house. Miss RV in the house. Tevin's in the house. Miss Alto's in the house. I mean, look, y'all. This woman gave everybody a chance. And it's funny because black women can't win. Because think about it. If she dates somebody like Benzino, who turns out to be a loser, then she should have chose better. But then, if she dates somebody, else that you like, then this her fault somehow, even though he's the same trash.
Sheriff's office. Step up. Step up.
We're gonna clear the house. We're gonna clear the house.
Okay, so
place change right here.
What's this for?
You have an active warrant
For what?
in Cobb County.
I just got out of jail with that. I just came out with that.
I just got out of jail with that. Man, I mean, look, I hate to prove my point, but my point is made. Why is she single? You guys, oh yeah, look, why is she single? Why is, Claudia single? Look at the selections. Look at the selections out here. Look at
your mother.
And he's a high value man. So you can't even say, oh yeah, you just looking at Pookie Ray Ray. No, you guys love Benzino. You love his beats, right? You liked his music, right? You say Offset, he's high value, right? Stephon Diggs, he's one of the best wide receivers. It's mindset. The mindset's up. The man's mindset is messed up. Women want to get married, fellas, but you ain't ready for that shit. You have to be in a mindset of loyalty. And you're just not there. You're just not there. If you admit that to yourself and you work on it, then you might be able to have a fulfilling relationship with a woman. But otherwise, it's like, what the hell?
Your mother. You punk fuckers. That's all right. That's all right.
People look up to
Suck
you.
my suck my suck my
Tonight. Look at him embarrassing us. Benzino was supposed to be a pillar of the community, right? And just because he gets rightfully arrested for acting like he's acting, what? Free Benzino, right? You say that to everybody. Some people deserve to be freed. Some don't. Like a lot of you were going, free Diddy. Free Diddy. Free Daystar. Knowing they did, you saw the dirt they did, but you still want them free. Free Benzino now, right?
suck my
Tonight, we delve into the aftermath of a heated incident involving Raymond Scott, better known as Benzino, a prominent figure in hip-hop and the co-founder of The Source magazine. On April 7th, 2022, Cobb County Police were called to Pepper Boxing Gym in Georgia after a reported altercation. According to the police report, Benzino refused to leave as the gym was closing, leading to a confrontation where he allegedly struck a woman in the face before fleeing to a nearby apartment building. Although the victim sustained a cut under her eye, she declined to press charges. What happened?
See, that's the thing is a lot of people think that just because some guy was let off of some abuse they gave some woman and that he's innocent. That's not the thing. The women usually just give him for whatever the reason, especially in our community, the women give that guy a pass. They say, never mind, because they just don't want to deal with it. They just want to move on. So when you see all these guys bragging about, oh she nothing happened. I was case dismissed and shit. It doesn't mean that the guy's innocent. It just means that the person who was being victimized just didn't want to go through with the whole rigmarole. And these things can last 3 and 4 or 5 years. A perfect example is Megan Thee Stallion. That shit took forever. Henry Mars in the house too. Tomas in the house. Act Natural in the house. Everybody in the house. Good seeing you.
What happens next is captured on body cam as officers execute a warrant at Benzino's apartment. Let's see how this went.
What I'm showing right now is why Claudia is single, everybody. This is one of the guys she formerly dated, and I'm just showing you how stable he is.
Sheriff's Office eviction.
While serving the warrant, officers learned from the property manager that the unit was up for eviction, so they decided to proceed with the eviction too.
Wow. I mean, think about it. I mean, see, this is the real shit black women have to deal with. And you're wondering why Claudia's single.
Anything else in the house? No. I need you to step out, sir.
Hello.
You're too much. Step out. So I can't get my drawers on? Step out. For what? Step out.
We're gonna put it on. We'll come back. We're gonna put it on.
Okay, so that's fine. Sheriff's Office, bitch, and in here. I got a closet to the left.
Gotcha. Sheriff's Office goes to the room.
Hold what you got down, son.
Gotcha. Sheriff's Office.
I mean,
all right. See my flashlight, Johnson? Coming out. Sheriff's Office eviction.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself. You know who it is. All right. Yeah, I already. So you already know who this is. Yeah, he's famous.
see, Claudia is single because she dated black high value men. You can't argue that. Instead of just dating men in general. I don't mean she should have dated just white men or just Asian men or something. The problem is that these men know they can fuck up. And so they fuck up. That's why they do it. That's why Stefan Diggs is fucking around. That's why DDG was effing around, because basically they know they're a rare commodity, in one way or the other. So they don't. You have to understand that a lot of these men, they've lost the empathy and the feeling of love. So when that goes away, why should these men be loyal? They're loyal to their other fellow men. They're not loyal to women. Women are just to them are an option. That's what I'm sorry, but that's just what it is.
Yeah. I don't know if it's still active. But
no, they just said they was just talking about he got arrested. When he said he was out.
He got arrested somewhere else. I know he did.
Deontay's in the house. Deontay, it's good seeing you, my man.
But all right, so you can come on in. Yeah, all right. You can get cash, medication. Before you go for anything, let me know exactly where you're going. Yeah.
my diabetes medicine. Let's see.
Are there any weapons in the house?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So everything's going good right now, right? Benzino, you know, one of Claudia's exes, and you can see why.
I call it truck now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Do you have your ID on you?
Yeah.
All right.
Where's it at? It's over here. I get it.
Okay.
Like natural foreign women, foreign women know how. No, you just use them hyenas.
Let's see. What else?
Any large sums of money or anything?
No, nothing like that. Okay.
No, everything's going okay now. He's just getting kicked out, right?
They must have took my phone.
No, it's sitting right here.
Okay. Where?
Right.
They're helping him out, right?
Okay.
He helping out Benzino, right?
All right. So this, get my socks, sneakers. I'm good.
And a lot of you are saying, why are we watching Benzino get arrested? And the reason why is because he's getting evicted and then arrested. But because she gave, Claudia gave him a chance. Don't you guys like Benzino? Rap legend?
No, I got you. We ain't gonna make sure all your property good, man.
Got you.
You got a shirt?
That's what I found, my damn shirt.
Just grab one.
Gotcha. There we go. Come on, Pablo.
Any essentials you need to grab out of here as far as medications and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't. So now, as far as the clothes, right?
Yep.
As far as everything, what are they gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't want them fucking up my shit now.
I ain't gonna mess it up.
He's still worried about that before he was getting evicted. I mean, let me look up and see how much Benzino's worth. Benzino. Hello, Google. Net worth. Apparently he's worth $5 million. 2 to 5. I can't believe that he is. I just don't believe that. And I'll tell you why, because if you're worth 2 to 5, all you do is give the damn, renter a check. You go straight down to the manager's office, you give him a check and say, my bad, I fell behind a little bit. I was in the pen or whatever he was, and you get out. Right? These are the women that Claudia had to deal with, but nobody wanted to even look. These are the men, I should say, that Claudia had to deal with. But see, nobody wants to talk about the men. You don't see the red pill people going over the men that Claudia dated. Shoot, she's lucky to be alive.
You got medication?
Yeah. So what? No, I don't. But what's the what are they gonna as far as doing like my clothes?
Everything's gonna come out of this apartment.
Man, we already know that. I'm saying, how are they taking my clothes?
Only for a few minutes.
Right. I'm saying, but do they have bags and boxes?
I can't answer that. I'm not part of the moving crew.
You're not what?
I'm not part of the moving crew.
His kids from
Despite the eviction, officers discovered that the young woman at the gym didn't want to press charges. However, they still proceeded to charge him with assault.
Oh, he's getting evicted and arrested because he got abusive with some woman, at a gym. And you're wondering why Claudia is single. Look at the collections he has. And see, the men that aren't like this, you men would call simps. Claudia is single right now because she gave men that think like you, if you're, a Kevin Samuelite, men that think like you a chance instead of giving a simp a chance, somebody who would think the world of her, who would do anything for her. Those kind of men, the men that you would call traditional.
All right,
Damn, UK, you are emotional tonight.
I have it right here.
Right, how long? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, all right, sir. So go ahead, place your hands right here.
What's this for?
You have an active warrant
For what?
in Cobb County.
I just got out of jail with that. I just came out with
Okay,
that.
all right. Well, they still confirmed it. Go
What
ahead,
you
place
mean?
your hands behind your back.
What's the warrant for?
We'll go over that as soon as I have it, all right?
See, right now he's
I just
okay.
came out of jail with that. I have the papers. You want to see the paper?
Hold on.
I just got out of jail for
A 60-year-old man who just got out of jail. How old is Benzino? Let me be accurate. I think he's a little younger than that. Benzino age. No, he's 60. Freaking 60. On the dot. So this is crazy to me.
for that. Okay. Don't arrest me. I'm done. Listen. If you arrest me fucking for property, I'll sue your motherfucking ass.
Okay.
All right? I just got finished.
Now he's getting upset. Now he just wait. Let me see.
I just got out of jail 3 days ago.
Okay.
All right? For the same warrant. Let me show you. My papers are right there.
All right.
Get the papers out of there.
I got you.
Get the papers out of there. I got you. So I just got out of jail for this shit.
Well, look, Ben, you going back in for a minute. Now they might work it out at the station, but let them work it out at the station. You know how it works. You 60, bro. You know how it works. If you just got out of jail, bro, then you know that you going back into jail. You explain your situation. They release you back again. I don't know where you're gonna go because you're being evicted. I don't see how he can have $5 million. I just can't. Maybe that's in future gigs that he was supposed to have. I don't know how they work out that net worth thingy.
Good morning.
You reach out to them.
I just got I don't know what look in the top drawer. I just came out of jail 2 days ago. For the same warrant. For the same warrant. What's out of jail? The driver warrant in February. Let me tell you what's going on. It's the top like this. He's asking me something. What am I talking? There we go. You tell me.
Yep, so you're seeing one of Claudia's exes getting. Oh, you think that's bad? Y'all, I ain't even done yet. Because, Claudia had, if anything, you should be happy Claudia is still around because this is one of her other exes. Right here.
Then a black woman.
Wait, let me start.
White woman families. That other white.
Okay. Here we go.
Black men get the white women that other white men genuinely do not want. You don't get the top of the line white women. You don't. You get leftovers. Look at most of our celebrities. They did not marry women who came from the richest white families. Black money and white money don't behave the same. New black money will jump on any poor white girl and make her a billionaire, Tiger Woods. Rich white money doesn't operate that way. No interracial relationship is acceptable because we have too many black women who are unmarried. Black women are the largest population on the planet Earth. If you can't find one in America, get it from Africa. If you can't get it from Africa, go to the Caribbean, go to Canada, go to Europe. Why would a black man need to copulate, build a family with anything other than a black woman when you have so many black women available? It is an exercise in self-hatred. There's no way to get around it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as per the title, guys, the dusty of the day is not other than Reggie Bush. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with
Yes, Claudia dated Reggie Bush. Let's see what happened with Reggie Bush. Here we go.
this dust bucket. He was one of the many lowest hanging fruits of society that Kim Kardashian has been involved with. And like I have told y'all before, and I'm going to continue to tell y'all, regardless of the lowest hanging fruits of society getting with the women that they claim are their preference, at the end of the day, they're going to cheat on them. They're going to cheat on black women. So for the longest of time, I've been coming out here telling black women, whenever you see one of the lowest hanging fruits of society come out here trying to prop up these non-selected group of women in your face, Black women, y'all should do what I do, which is tend to keep right in their face, because at the end of the day, we already know it's a facade. We already know
So just in case let me tell you what's going on here. It says Reggie Bush paid his married mistress. She's married. $3 million to lose, we'll call it to what do they call it? Delete a black male baby. She took the money and had the kid anyway. Oh man. Why did I bring up Reggie Bush? Because she's one of the options that Claudia had. I mean, if anything, quite honestly, we should give Claudia a hand of applause for. I mean, you were dodging bullets left and right, Claudia. I don't know how you made it this far. For real, though. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Kardashian was involved with this dust bucket, and did he not also cheat on her? Like I have said before, and I'm gonna say it again, at the end of the day, the common denominator and will always be the lowest hanging fruits of society. Nonetheless, guys, so as you guys can see, I wanted to come on here and talk about, once again, one of the lowest hanging fruits of society, regardless of him being married to one of their preference. We already know it's never enough. They're always going to come out here and cheat on the women that they claim to be the epitome of women also.
Yeah. But UK, I have no argument with you about Umar. I mean, he was talking all that shit. The funny thing is he made 3 women, but he didn't marry 3 of his children's women. So he's about he really, quite honestly, UK, he's let me tell you, Umar is red pill AF. He's just as red pill as everybody else. But see, he's kind of like doing that Derek Jackson thing, and it's working for him. But I kid you not. He is red pill AF. If you hear the way that Umar talks about, let me put Umar on the screen for a minute. Let me put him on the screen for a minute. Let me put him on the screen. If you heard the way he talks to his exes, I'm shocked that people that at least the women even follow him anymore. He sounds about as hardcore red pill as you can get and disrespectful as you can get. I mean, he uses some of the worst language. So yeah, I will tell you this. I am not on by any means that Umar boat. I put him in the same department as I do Kevin. They're about the same people. They just use different, their hustles are just different. But they're really the kind of the same people. Well, at least Umar has some real, he's actually is really a doctor. So let's give him that much credit. Whatever Kevin had, it wasn't as high as that. But no, they are both 2 peas in a pod. Umar and Samuels. They should have opened up their own show. So yeah, let me make it clear, UK. I ain't feeling no Umar. He talks a good game for women sometimes, but at the end of the day, he's just a Pookie and a Ray Ray.
You don't get the top.
Oh, let me go past that. So anyway, back to Reggie Bush. So yeah, Claudia dated Reggie Bush and dodged another bullet. So when you think about it, everybody should be giving Claudia a hand of applause for still being alive. I went through Benzino. I did Genuine, right? Reggie Bush. Then I showed you how dudes be hoeing out. You know, they talk about Snoop Dogg. Oh, he's been married 30 years and he's been cheating 29. Cheating 29 years on his fit, feminine, friendly, and submissive wife. Then I went through, you know, the situation with Stephon Diggs. I'm breaking it down. Yeah, you guys want to talk all this shit about Claudia, but you look at, she gave black men a try. She would not date out. She would not date out, and look at the results. I'm not saying all women go through this, but you guys are the ones who were like dissing her. You guys should have peeped that out before I did. Then you might have kept it on a little bit on the low. She did everything the red pill told her to do. And then you have the nerve that after she tried everything she could to be with a black man, then you have the nerve to insult her by saying, look, you're 50, you're 50, you ain't even married. Married like what? Married like Snoop Dogg? Married like Genuine with 9 kids? Married like Reggie Bush? What kind of married are you talking about? Are you talking about the married cheat in peace theory? Where the dudes get to cheat in peace? Is that the marriage you got to offer? Being single, I can understand a woman want to be single. With that kind of shit, with that kind of shitty option, you heard when I was playing Kevin earlier in this live stream, he was bragging about buying women. 1099. The only difference between him and Passport Bros is he didn't get on a plane. He would fly women in. When you're in that mindset, when you're in this red pill mindset, you're not good for a relationship. You're just, there's nothing a woman can do with that. Even if she was fit, feminine, friendly, and submissive, you're going to cheat. It doesn't matter how fit she is. It doesn't matter how feminine she is, you're going to cheat. That's the consistent thing we have here. That's the consistent outcome. Women can't even, y'all don't even want to date women right. Let's go back to this right here.
Dr. Des.
Hi, Kendra.
You look very sharp.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. How are you?
So much. I'm good. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Act natural. Yeah. Genuine had 9 kids.
I'm doing great, Kendra. I'm happy to be here. Always good to see you. Always great to come on your show and talk about dating in the United States. You know, it's been quite an experience, you know.
Kendra G Singles, the dating app, is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Okay, so let's just get right to it, Dr. Des. You know, there's some cousins I have met in person. I have met Dr. Des in person, and I have stand by that. I actually like Dr. Des. There's things that he's always said that from his perspective, I will give him the benefit of the doubt. But if this was a court session, you got some things to answer today, Dr. Des.
Absolutely.
So, to set the tone, we had a young lady who called us up on Monday, and she said that she went out on a date with you a few months ago. I think it might even been your birthday. And she said you guys had a good time. She said it a lot of times throughout the interview. She really had a good time. Unexpectedly, you guys ended up in your hotel room after.
Oh, okay, Kendra. Let's stop it right there because that's where
Remember the woman I was just playing earlier on the other Kendra G? This is the guy who got nude and shit. Let's see what he's got to say and everything. That was crazy. Let me
That's
keep
where
going.
that's where the facts ends.
Yeah.
I got 3.
How old are your 3 kids?
10, 2, and 1.
Are they all by the same man?
No,
How many men?
3.
Why you not with the 1-year-old dad?
It's complicated.
So you had a baby by one man, and then as soon as you had the baby, you got pregnant by another man?
Yeah, but I really wanted to come on your show and tell you about a date that I went on. I was on your show like some months ago.
Okay.
And I went on a date with this guy. You know him, right?
I know him in real life.
I've seen you in videos with him.
So I wonder if the other guy is really a doctor because, yeah, let me go on here.
I went out on a date with him. He was really nice. We had a great time. But I'm in my natural state right now. You know, I know how to look good and whatever. But I went out on a date with him and everything was good, but he wanted to have sex. And I was so appalled because I was just like, you know, I did have a good time. No, I did not have sex with him. But I just thought it was just kind of crazy, like how he just took all his clothes off, right?
Wait, where was he at to take all his, he was in his house?
No, he was out here and he had a hotel and he caught the Uber. Or whatever. I really liked him, but like his demeanor got really crazy all because he wanted to have sex. And I'm like, no. So then I was like, you know what? Give me some.
So UK asked DJ Torch, if you had a son, would you want him to be with a single mother? With this single mother? Really? I don't know her. I don't know her to make the even, that kind of decision. I mean, I think I wouldn't like say yeah, but I don't know her.
Money. Oh, he didn't want to give me no money. He didn't want to give me no money.
Now this is the tea that everybody wants to know. So he took off his clothes and then you asked him for money?
He took off his clothes and he was trying to like pursue me. And I was like, no, you're gonna have to give me some money. And he did, I don't know, I can't remember verbatim. But I don't know if like he asked me, he was like, how much or something, and I told him and he was like, no. And then I was like, okay. I was like, well, you gonna give me something. And I think he sent me like $50 and sent me like an Uber home. But
let me ask you this.
How much money? Hell? And so this doctor guy, let's see if he comes back on. Yeah, he does. This doctor guy, let me keep it going for a minute.
How much money would have allowed you to have sex with him? How much money were you seeking?
I told him give me $2,000. That's what I told him.
So this is the funny thing. You guys come out here, right? And you call women hyenas or whatever and all this kind of shit. But then when you go out on these dates, you do this shit right here. Look at this guy here. He's got on a nice little suit and everything. He's got on, he's got on his big doctor glasses and shit. I thought I had big glasses, but he outdid me. And, he's got the haircut all trimmed, coming out here fronting like he's a man of quality. But just the other day, whenever their date was, right? He's asking for sex on the first date. That's low value shit right there. That's why she just said, F it. Look, you wanna do this, then it's $2,000. Then I bet he turned around and go, oh, you were 304, you were 304. She should have said, well, that makes you a trick man, huh? But you see what I'm saying? It's like how you guys do this all the time too. I know it. Deontay, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right, DJ. Can you hear me?
Sure can. You sound perfect.
All right. I just hopped in here a second ago. I was going back and forth between this and the playoff game. You know, Miami playing Ole Miss, but I didn't want to miss anything too much. I actually saw this episode. Well, not the whole thing, but the one with the mother, and then Kendra. She was showing flashbacks to the doctor, so I seen a little bit of it.
Yeah, the weird thing is this, right? Let's take him on his word that he's a doctor. I'm gonna say that he's a doctor and everything, right? Now, if he's a doctor and he truly is a moderate, let's just call him moderate value or high earning man. And the young lady has 3 kids by 3 different men, which it bothers some men and doesn't bother other men, right? But does he know that it's classless to ask a woman for sex on the first date? I mean, don't get me wrong. There might be times like I should preface this. There's always times where this 2 people have chemistry, right? You know what I mean? And they just both want to do that, right? But he's begging this woman to have sex with him on the first date. Okay, now roll with that. What do you think?
Well, I don't really know what to say because I believe her and what she was saying. I don't know what actually happened when they were in the room together, how it was said, how it went down. But she did tell him she would do it for some money though, after he asked to do it. So like this, I think he may have known that that's what the situation was. He probably just didn't leave. But if you think you can pay this chick to have sex, just come out with that up front. Don't tippy toe around it. Like just be for real with her. Don't play with her, making her think you want to be all romanticized and all that other. I don't know. I mean, he had to have seen the show and saw her story. He saw that she a single mom with 3 kids and all that other stuff. Like, and look at it. He up here trying to defend himself. He know he didn't want to really be with her. He just wanted to have sex. So just be upfront.
Yeah, I mean, they got to where, look, they probably went out, right? Had dinner or whatever, right? And she got to his hotel somehow. She had to take an Uber home if they would have done it. So obviously, you see where I'm, and he didn't even want to drive her back home. That just hit me right now. It's like, see, and that's the thing that gets me is like, dudes want to do all this kind of stuff, then act all highfalutin like, oh yeah, I'm a high value man and red pill and shit and all this kind of shit, red pill, but they want to do low down shit like this. Now if he just wanted to, he just wanted to have sex and everything, that's fine, but don't come online acting like you're all a highfalutin, high quality, high value man when you was trying to get with somebody that you didn't even know. I mean, look, look.
And that's really weird because
that's really his business,
If he's really a doctor and he's making the money, I mean, I don't know if he ever said how much exactly, but you just got to guess that he's making over 6 figures, right? If he's a doctor doing his thing.
Right.
He wouldn't really be looking for women on a dating show like that. Like he would have Kevin Samuels, like him or not, he is right about one thing with the escorts. Like usually men like that have an escort service that they'll hire, like upscale type women, and however you want to call upscale, whatever you think it is, whatever. That's what they are. That's what they call them. So I don't really want to say like nothing crazy about this woman, right? But it seems like he had a particular taste he was looking for that night. You know what I'm saying? If that's
Yeah.
what he was doing, you know. So I don't know. That's all I can really think of.
Yeah, this I don't know what to say. I mean, it's like let's see what the guy has to say. You know, we'll listen to what he has to say. Here we go.
That's what the facts. And let me just, I watched the show, I watched the highlights, and I've had a lot of people come to me and talk to me about, hey, you know, but that the reason why I'm here, let me tell you exactly why I decided to come
Oh,
on
and
today.
please don't be a doctor of like psychology or something. Please.
As you are aware, Kendra, I'm happily engaged. I don't engage in online drama anymore and going back and forth with people
He doesn't
online.
have to engage in online drama. He does it offline. Why engage in online drama if you get that drama offline by trying?
And, you know, listen, I watched the show. I watched everything about a young lady, whatever she said, but I came here to clear things up and talk about my experience in dating prior to being engaged. Okay. Right now, I'm living my best life, you know, but before finding my partner, you know, and appeared on several dating shows, including yours. And I'll say this, I had a lot of inbox, a lot of ladies reach out to me. I got a lot of attention from the shows. Some were hateful and others were people that actually agreed with what I was talking about. Okay. So they reached out to me. Some of those conversations I entertained and others I really did not because, you know, those people were not really my type. Okay. With that being said, I'm an upfront guy. Most people see that as being rude, being direct, they take it as being rude or, you know, arrogant. I get it. I'm not for everybody. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. After every date, I always make sure that I communicate clearly with every lady that I take out on a date why it would or would not work about it. You're not ever going to live a day with me and you're left
Wait a
scrambling
minute.
like, is he going to...
Wait, I don't see. Okay. I just need to find out whether he did get naked with her because that really would that's the thing I want to know. Is she telling the truth about him getting naked in the shower?
Going to call me back? Is it not going to call me back? I'm going to tell you that, you know, this is the last time we're meeting. I do not compromise on that. Okay. That's something that I always make sure that I communicate clearly because I don't want, when I'm living my best life, enjoying my life, people come back later and say, oh, I went on a date with this guy. We didn't have closure. You always going to get closure with me. That's for sure. Okay. Now, let me say this. And these are very important parts.
Okay,
I know this sounds like it's off topic, but I want your listeners to pay attention to this because it plays a role at the end of this story. Okay. I'm all for women beautifying themselves and looking good. I'm all for that. Okay. I've always make sure that, you know, whoever I'm dating looks good and everything, but there's a certain level.
Act natural under pressure says that man is as full as crap as a Christmas turkey.
See how much he's talking? See, when somebody asks you a simple question, did you get sex with this woman or not? That's what she's saying. And he just went through a whole 2, 5, 7 minute soliloquy about everything. I'm like, dude. So the answer is yes, you did. Because you trying to make it seem like, well, the reason why I got naked is because I like the type of woman that wears just kind of dress and makeup, and I tripped and fell and my pants came off, and then when I stood up, I fell back in the bed on top of her, and somehow my money fell into her pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just like what?
Of makeup, that's considered deception. Okay. If you have your makeup on and by the time you get home, you take it off and you look in the mirror, you cannot recognize who you're looking at. It's like night and day. That should be illegal because that's pure deception. And this is an important part of the story that will come at the end of this. Okay. So when I went out, you know, on these shows, people reached out to me. And even when I go on public places, there are people that will meet me if I'm out relaxing on the lounge. They say, "Oh, Dr. Des, I saw you on the show. I like you, and all of these things. Can I come spend time on your table?" Things like that. I'm a very nice guy. I'm open. I'm honest. I'm friendly in person. For people that have met me in person, they know I'm a very friendly guy. Most people that see me online, they think I'm too uptight or too up there. No.
Miss Harvey be like, did he even answer the? No, he hasn't even gotten to the answer yet. No.
But in real life, there's no lady that will come online and say, "Hey, I went on a date with Dr. Des and it was a rough date." Everyone's going to come back and tell you that they had a great time because I know how to have a good time. I treat all the ladies I take out on a date, I treat them very respectfully. I treat them very well. I'm a fun guy, okay? And there's one thing that I want to make sure that it's communicated clear to. I mean, I'm not focusing on one person, but all the people that, during my dating phase, I had the opportunity to spend time with them and talk to them. Right now, before I met my fiance, let me just backtrack.
God. When you just get to where's the answer? I mean, let me see. Let me see if I could fast forward and find out where he says the answer. I'll look for where Kendra starts talking. Cause Sue, no, you got. I mean, I'm not going to be here for 3 hours trying to wait. I don't look. He never stopped talking. Okay, wait. Let's see.
Just letting him talk like this.
And say she was S8, But when the story actually came out, the guy put on the note, "Drop my food in front of my door." Period. So you come in there, why not just drop your food and leave? You came in, the guy push open his door, go in there, take videos and pictures of him and post it online. That's slander. If I'm that guy, I'm suing. And if anybody come here to slander me, it's a suit. It's not a threat to anybody, but I love my image. I work hard to protect my image. I have a business that I protect.
But did you get naked in front of the woman? That's what we want to know. I'm going to just go by what she said. If he's not going to give us any closure, he says he's going to give us closure. He won't give us closure.
Dating is so individual, and that you have to just learn your individual traits and focus on it there, and that's how it works.
You don't need a high value man. You don't need a traditional man. You need one of these riffraffs in the streets. Wait
a minute. Because I knew he was going to go there. So he wants to treat a woman as if she's riffraff by, on a first date, having her come over and sleeping with her. But then all of a sudden he wants, instead of being Pookie, he wants to behave as if he's high value. And see, my point, Deontay, is that a lot of these men do this. A lot of them do this. They want to do low down shit in the streets and then come online and act like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry, but she was just low quality to me." And when he was the one behaving low quality. She probably would have been just fine if he just dropped her off at home and called it a day. But he did. The thing is that the Uber thing really threw me for a loop, because that shows you that he does this a lot, where he has women come over. He either gives them money or not. He sleeps with them and then he sends them home on an Uber. He's not even classy enough to take them back home where he probably picked them up from. So it just goes to show you how low down and dirty these guys really are, though they pretend to be all high end and all, high value, when really, quite honestly, whether they earn money or not is not the problem. The problem is the way they behave.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Ron. I think that he just wanted to have some fun with a chick that he thought was like a regular hood chick or whatever. And he went about it the wrong way. And then he got embarrassed. He should have went about it another way, man. That's where he was on.
Yeah. He should have just, if he really just wanted sex, he should have just went ahead and I mean, it sounds like he comes, he's from another country anyway. He probably could have bought somebody when he got home.
You see, she was on it. You know what I'm saying? She's like, he gonna pay, like, what's up, man? You know, but I think he just got exposed online on the
Yeah.
show. He was embarrassed. Other than that, he wanted that. You know what I'm saying? And then he trying to preface it with, no, wait a minute. First, let me tell you, I'm high end and all of my chicks is bad and blah. But he's like, dude, just you heard what Kanye said. I can have the good girls, but I'm still addicted to the hood rat. You know, so
Right.
that's just man.
Right. We're going to get back to Claudia for 1 second. She also dated Darren Sharper.
Details on an NFL star accused of serial rape. It's a serious accusation this evening as we learn even more about Darren Sharper and the sex assault investigation linked to the Valley.
Now, this isn't just an Arizona case. We are learning so much more about what his accusers are now telling detectives.
ABC 15's Chris.
So there's the docs right there.
The victims.
I'm going to stop it because I don't want, the words to come out because, news, they don't care. The news don't care about their algorithm, but basically, yeah, she dated Sharper too. This is a lucky woman, if you ask me, because she was with some dudes and the thing is they were high value dudes. Sharper was making $100 million before he got caught because he was on like some Sports Center thing. But yeah, the thing is that why are they shaming this woman for avoiding the type of men that she avoided? And in fact, it's embarrassing. Really, to me, it's embarrassing to me, and I'll tell you why. Because she gave black men all of her dating energy. There's a list. You can't really see it because we got the video up, but there's nothing but black men on there. Black football players, black rappers, black radio or TV personalities on there. All of them, right? And it didn't work out. And it doesn't matter. You could see that she's, Claudia is an attractive young lady. Let me put her picture up since we, she's an attractive woman. Let me pause right there.
Dating like in your 40s and 50s back then. You think that
she's an attractive lady. She's beautiful, especially, at the age of 50. She's fit, feminine, friendly, and submissive. The problem is that the situation that a lot of black women are going to have, and it's only going to get worse, is that finding a black man for an attractive black woman is easy. Finding a black man that's going to treat you right, well, just ask, Snoop Dogg's wife. Cardi's not even black. Ask Cardi. She will only date black men. Whatever race she is, it doesn't matter. The fact that the matter is that she's as black male identified, and that there's nothing wrong with that. But the key is how can you get mad at a woman for giving black men her 100% effort, and it just didn't work out? What do you want her to do? How do you want her to react? Really, quite honestly, in my opinion, it's embarrassing to me because it's like, look, y'all, she had all these high value men. She dated we're not talking about football just players here. We're talking about football stars. I used to watch these guys. Let me see if I can bring that up. I'm going to bring that down for a minute. Look at the list here. She dated Jamie Foxx, but he couldn't, Jamie Foxx cheated on that woman he was with for 10 years. Simeon Rice, I know if you know a little bit about football, you know about Simeon Rice.
Simeon Rice was a dog. Darren Sharper used to be my favorite safety until,
Yeah. Dwight Freemy, she dated some great guys. Maurice Green, world record holder for sprinting. Big Tigger, I don't know much about him.
Big Tigger was the man on BET, The Basement, Rap City. Yeah.
So I mean, at least you could see that her list of men, most men can't even match that. You see what I'm saying? As far as what I mean is match that as far as if they were dating women, nobody's going to match that unless you were a superstar. She dated like top quality, theoretically men. I can only say theoretically because obviously I ran some of the, I ran some of the background check on some of these guys, and Cordell Stewart's here on the bottom. She dated him too, but he's known for going both ways or something.
Well, DJ, I just gotta say, these guys on this list, and even Kevin Samuels said this. He said the athletes and entertainers, he didn't count them. He said there's only a small amount of them that he counted himself as really high value. They might make a lot of money, but the way their mindset isn't like they may. And I know it's gonna sound kind of weird to say.
Here's the funny thing, Deontay. I see where you're coming from, but that's the funny thing is that I played a Kevin Samuels clip. Is Kevin Samuels' mindset is just like these guys' mindset. I understand what he's saying, that these guys are hoes, right? I mean, they basically
not just it's that these men being celebrities, that they've been the number one dude. Most of them says Pee Wee, whatever they played when they was kids. And I'm talking about the athletes, and obviously Jamie Foxx, the actor and stuff. That's a whole different world. If she was dating men that was like maybe corporate men, producers, stuff like that, if she had a list of dudes like that and she was getting the same results, I'd be like, damn, that's really jacked up. But this don't surprise me. I can't look at this list of men and be like, damn, all these high value men is jacked up. Because I don't consider these dudes like these dudes are big tricks, man. They they trick all of these dudes do. Most of these players, even the married ones in these pro sports leagues, they cheat on their wives. They got a high divorce rate when they retire. Their wives take the teeth off their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Just waiting for them to retire.
So basically what you're saying is they're really the older version of somebody like well, I guess the new version would be directly, compared to her, which what you're saying is that she was dating the Diggs brothers per se, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Put it like that. Yeah, she's dating the Diggs brothers. Like these guys, like she wasn't just dating these dudes just because of the money they had. It was also for their social status. Like if you, let's say she dated the CEO of fucking, I don't know, Walmart. He makes more money than most of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? For a career long term. But he don't have the social status, especially in the black hip hop culture, that these guys would. You know, because she stayed in that lane for a long time. Like, she ain't got to divest to go find a good, high value black man. She was there. Obviously, Claudia, she could have got anybody, but she wanted these type of dudes if she just couldn't make it work with them. And that's the same thing you said with Cardi B. That's why Megan Thee Stallion made a good ass choice, and so did Ciara.
Yeah. I think believe it or not, out of all the female rappers this year, clearly right now, Megan Thee Stallion won. She clearly won, and it was actually a very smart choice because if you've noticed, she didn't choose like a outgoing, hip hop cultured person. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Clay is famous as fuck, but at the same time, we know he lives in a different world. You know what I mean? So she I think through Megan's experience that she had, because she was doing the same thing really than that Claudia was doing up until she got some lead in her foot, if you know what I mean. That really woke her up. She was like, okay, I'm fucking with the wrong niggas. That's what she was saying. And I that therapy she went to did work for her because she chose somebody that is just way under the radar, you know? And so, yeah, that I do see what you're saying. Claudia did pick some bandits, pick up some bandits as far as relationships are concerned. These are all men that were extremely talented, but for a relationship, they're just not built for that. Now the problem is,
man.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying it was playtime for them.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah, I agree with you though. She needs to do the same thing Halle Berry did. Halle Berry found her, at least as far as I could see so far, a good man who's quiet, who's not looking to jump after hoes and stuff. So she needs to just find it. I mean, look, let me tell you, this woman is very attractive. Let me put her back up on the screen. Shoot, I might look her up. Who knows? No, I'm just kidding.
I bet you about $1 million too short.
Hey, she's in my age range, But no, see, she's very pretty. So she just needs to find she's waited a little too long, but she just needs, I do agree that she does need to do that. She needs to find somebody on the quiet side now. So we'll see what happens. I think she'll be fine. She'll be a lot better off than a lot of men that are shaming her. I think she'll be able to find marriage before most other men, not just because, and I don't mean just men around her age, but even younger men, because you just have to be in a certain mindset that you want to be in a relationship, that you don't only want to be in a relationship, but you don't want to cheat. Because I am 100% with anybody, male or female, that if you get cheated on, you're out. What's the point of being married to somebody who's just going to cheat on you the next day? I mean, even if you were patient or you were like Snoop Dogg's wife, it's embarrassing. It's really humiliating. So, no, not a lot of people are going to look at it as, oh, well, dude's a dog. You can't teach a dog new tricks. They're going to look at it, oh, so you must be, not worth being loyal to, that kind of shit. So anyway, I guess that's how I end the show right there. So any last words before I hit the beat?
I just want to say it was a good show again, DJ. I came in on the end of this bad boy, but I just want to say about Claudia. I do agree with you. I do think that she'll be able to find somebody. I think she'll find somebody before Vivica A and before Ebony Williams. And the reason why is because Claudia doesn't seem to be coming with that aggressive, masculine, I need to be the one and all this, get on my program and all this stuff. It's like, dude,
right.
That's a man that y'all looking for.
Right.
He's going to be already established, and he's not going to. It's not a sexist thing at all. He's just not going to be jumping on somebody's program. You got to have some kind of understanding of that. Like if you want a man to jump on your program and you be the one that's like leading everything, well, you're gonna have to go and get you a guy that's making less money and that's really more feminine than masculine. And they don't want that type of dude, so they stuck in this catch-22. I don't think that she's stuck. I think that she saw her track record and she realized, like, okay, I need to go ahead and get me a guy. Stop messing around with these superstar type dudes because they all just want to play until perpetuity, and she'll be okay.
Yeah, I agree. I think she'll be fine. On the other side, the issue that a lot of men will have is that a lot of these men, you have to be built for marriage, really, quite honestly. Like, for example, if you're making fun of somebody like Russell Wilson, anybody like him, any person that these guys call a simp, then basically you're not built for marriage, because that's what marriage is about. They're mad because these men hold their women to high value. And there's nothing wrong with that, because if you've noticed, to me, everybody, if you look at Ciara, she treat them pretty damn good. If you ask me, you know, she doesn't, you know, so.
Think about this real quick. Most of the men, if not all of them, who are making fun of Russell Wilson are either men who are just regular guys who broke as hell, right?
Right.
Or other people who are famous celebrities or had some kind of fame at some point, and they don't have as much money as him. They really jealous. See, it's not about him being a corny or square dude. What it's about is he's got tens of millions of dollars and he's famous. And instead of going out here tricking away like they would, he done locked up this girl, this badass chick that they all want. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mhm.
All this shit talking about Russell Wilson and Ciara, they'd jump on Ciara's team in a second if she went to their front door. Like, but you see all the guys making money on his level or higher, they not making no comments about him.
Right.
Because they don't.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's only. I'm talking about like it's dudes and it's rappers who broke as hell, who ain't got Russell Wilson's money, who trying to think about him. If they was on his level or higher, they wouldn't be thinking about it. They'd be like, "Good job, dog." You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Let me go ahead and hit the beat. Here we go.
A torch. And friends. It's about to go down, baby.
With me and Deontay. I mean, the chat was popping. We have to admit, UK kept it interesting, right? Oh, y'all three. Okay. Shout out to Miss RV in the house, Act Natural Under Pressure in the house, UK in the house. Music by Ghost. We just vibing here at the end, y'all. Deontay on stage. Seven's in the mix. Nudon for you is in the house. Tomas. Yeah, Henry Mars. Y'all, we're about to blow up in here. I'd like to thank everybody now and in the past for your production tips, your help. Eden Adele in the house. Yes. Well, yeah, we went over Benzino, Jamie Foxx. Claudia gave it, she gave it a try, right? You just need to find yourself, you know, a Russell Wilson. Or, you know, the Klay Thompson. Somebody quiet. I'd like to thank everybody for coming through. See you on the next one.